Excuse me while I get my microphone stand ready. Okay. Welcome back. We are back, of course, with a brand new edition. If you are new here, my name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I already know that sounds good to you, so click that follow button, subscribe button, wherever you're watching from. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of you. So all links are in my bio. Head on over there. Subscribe while you're there. Let them play. Mute the volume. I don't really care. Hey, I'm school sister. Help me get my watch hours up because I want to help as many people as possible understand that they're in control. Okay. And to clarify a lot of the false information going around the internet so that people can understand exactly what they're doing wrong so they can get their shit right. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, or you want me to manifest your SP for you because I'm good at it, all links are in my bio. Also join our WhatsApp community because that is where you get coaching as well and you get support. Most importantly, hey, Liz sister. Okay, you'll get support, advice, all the good things. Hey, Hearty Heart. Hey, Patriot Vibe Bestie. Hey, AJ. Hey, Angela. Hey, Casper. Hey, Carol. You know, all of the good stuff. Okay. Also, I have a live event coming up on Sunday where, to be quite frank, I think a lot of you need it. Okay. You guys need to let your negative emotions fucking go. Okay. Because it's really getting annoying. We're going to discuss that later. Hey, Shanzi Bestie. Oh, Best Delicious. I love that. Hey, Lisa sister. Okay. So we're going to talk about it. Okay. But, oh. Well, you changed your picture. That's why I don't recognize you. Okay. So go ahead and sign up. I manifested my ISP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. I'm here to help you do the same. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to shout out a bunch of you today, bitches. Okay. Yeah, best creator, of course. So where we go when we do one-on-one coaching is we figure out what you've got going on so that we fix it and you can get your stuff right and tight. Okay, so that you can keep the momentum going, but also so you can get results right faster. So we recreate your SP on the spot. We talk about your current situation, and I tell you what the problem is. You know, like I was talking to somebody today on a coaching call. And she wants me to manifest for her. Hey, Haley sister. And let me tell you, she realized where she went wrong, which is where a lot of you guys go wrong. Right? She's not the only one. A lot of you guys go wrong because you guys listen to what the fuck comes out of their mouth. And then you do there's a couple things that you guys do. You either react to the shit coming out of their mouth, or you spiral, or you let it impact your relationship with your SP because it's something that they told you, which very well is true in their reality. But the problem is you take what they say and you run with it. And now you're justifying, how many times I got to tell you this? You're justifying their behavior based on what they told you. They said they don't want a relationship. So, okay. So then everything that they do, you now, because they said they don't want a relationship, now you change the label of friendship, situationship, whatever the fuck ship you want to call it, other than relationship, because they said that they don't want one. But yet their behavior says the opposite. See what I'm saying? So you guys are over here like, well, they said, I had to yell at somebody in our group today because the fuck. You guys love to only tell one side of the story. You bitches especially. I get it. But you'll only tell like 10. We're not going to discuss this thing that's going on with my hair today. Okay. But you guys like to take what you like to act like you're defending yourself or you're somehow the victim in your own fucking reality. Right. And you'll be like, well, they said this, so I reacted. Okay. Well, why don't we go back a little bit before they said that, right? Let's not lie to ourselves. And let's ask ourselves what caused him to say that. They don't just fly off the handle for no fucking reason at all. They don't. But This tells me everything I need to know, that you're not doing what I say, that you're not taking my advice, which is why you're not getting the movement that you want, which is why they're not conforming to the version of your SP that you want them to be for you and all that shit. Because you guys just can't help yourself but fucking react. And the only thing you should be reacting to is the good shit. I had a perfect night last night. I had the best night ever last night. Woke up, made my boyfriend breakfast this morning. The whole works. This is why I'm late. Well, that because I needed to make my iced coffee. Yes, I keep containers. How else do you travel with coffee? You keep the container. I have like 15 of them. But you'll be like, well, they said this. How do I not react? Very simple. Don't fucking react. It's not rocket science, okay? This is not rocket science. Do not fucking react. Don't react. I told you guys, this was an epiphany moment for her today on the phone, on our call. As I said, you control their thoughts. So what are you thinking they're thinking all day long? That they don't want to be with you, right? Or when the minute you verbalize some shit, it's a command. Do you understand that? Who the hell wants to be told what to do? You don't. So what makes you think your SP does? They don't. No one likes to be told what to do. It's a command. It's not their idea. But they can say whatever the fuck they want to say out of their mouth. And then in here, you change it to what you want. And then guess what happens out here? They conform. Thanks, Hello Sister. They conform. Do you understand? Do you understand? But the minute, because it's their idea, if you change it in your mind, they conform to it and they're happy to do it because it's their fucking idea. Thanks, poor time sister. Okay, and when it's their idea, they're happy to do it. Even though it was your idea, they think it's theirs. Versus when you shoot the shit out here, they pull back 100% of the time. 100% of the time. When you shoot your shit out there, they pull back. When you try to tell them about themselves, things they need to work on, all that shit, they pull back again. There's no way around it. This is like facts. I'm not asking you to take my fucking word for it. I'm literally sitting there saying, don't take my word for it. Just take a look at your relationship. There's all the proof you need that I'm not full of shit. Okay, that's all this is doing things differently. Doing things differently is the key word here. Evolving yourself so that you have a better relationship than the one that you had the first fucking time. That's all. Learning where you went wrong so that you can get it right. This is like life lessons 101, right? Fool me once, fine, but fool me again, I don't fucking think so. At what point in time are you going to learn your lesson, right? Like, it's like children. It's like children that keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. And you're like, when are you going to learn your lesson? Well, that's my question to you. When are you going to learn your lesson? That you need to do something different. You need to see them as perfect for you. Everything you want them to be for you. And they will turn around quickly. If you'd stop fucking reacting every time. I try to set, this is what frustrates me with you guys. Yes, we're starting with a lecture first. This is what we're doing now. We're starting with a lecture first. Okay, I try to set you guys up for success. Okay, I literally try to set you guys up for success. And I tell you guys that oftentimes when your SP comes back, they will come back as hot and cold behavior. Bits and pieces of old version, bits and pieces of the new version. But the key is to not react to the old version when it appears. So therefore, the old version goes away and you start getting more of, the one version that you want instead of the same shit over and over and over again. Because every time you react to old version, you keep old version in play. Because that's what happened the last time. In your relationship, you reacted to old version over and over and over again, the version that you didn't want, and then got pissed off that version stuck around. It's like not wanting the devil in your house, but doing all the sinning and tactics that you can do just to keep him around. For what? For what? Do you guys like to argue? I hate arguing. It's exhausting. But you would never have to argue if you learned to shut the fuck up. You're not a doormat, okay? You're not sitting there being submissive because you're shutting the fuck up. Not at all. It's the ultimate control to not react. Do you understand that? Because they're expecting you to react, because that is your history, is you've reacted. So the second you don't, they're like, she's not reacting. No, I don't need to react. All reacting I do is here. And if you piss me off and you get out of line, I'm going to kindly remove myself from the scenario, cuss your fucking ass out to myself, and then persistent perfect boyfriend. Yes, I don't need you to see me react, because that's evolution. That's called evolving. We wouldn't have wars in this world if people would stop fucking reacting to the dumb shit and changed it in their mind. Yeah, we'd have a whole world fucking peace around here. But it starts with you guys. This is like something so silly, right? And that's where the client that I was talking to today, she's like, I'm very much into the law of assumption. I've manifested a crap ton of money. I've manifested her career success, all that shit. She's like, but when it comes to my SP, I said, that's because they're humans. Humans are different to manifest than money, business success, which is why I tell you to be careful what you're consuming on the internet. Because if they have not successfully manifested their not an SP, but their SP back is the key word, then why would you listen to what the fuck they're saying? I don't care if they manifested $1 million into their bank account. I don't care what they manifested. If it isn't their specific person, back is the key word again. It's not the fucking same. It is not the same, because they're humans. You don't react to money, do you? Except for in a good way, when money comes to you and starts flowing to you. But when it comes to people, that's where the discipline comes in, because you have to learn to not react. Because there's one thing humans have in common: mouths, words. And so you continue to react, to force the 3D, to push, 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 push. For what? Because when you push, go ahead. You tell me how that's been working out for you. It doesn't. They pull back every time. I tell you guys, when they come back into contact with you, you need to keep it casual, natural conversation. You don't need to force shit. I don't care what the fuck comes out of their mouth. This is a goodbye. Goodbye to what? This is a goodbye for tonight? Yeah, talk to you tomorrow, honey bunny. In your mind. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care what they say. There's no reason to react. You're not defending your fucking self. You're not defending yourself. This is where your ego is a problem. Because you're not defending your fucking self. So stop saying you are. You're not. You're reacting because your ego's in play here. Like, who does this bitch think, who does this motherfucker thinks he is talking to me this way? Yeah, that's why you're reacting. It's not a defense mechanism. So stop lying to yourself again and be honest. You could take one hard look at where you're going wrong. But it takes discipline. And that's the one thing most of you don't have, is discipline. Or you think you're caving or folding because they say something that you don't fucking like and you don't react. No, like I said, that's called control. That's called control. Do you think kings and queens are going to fucking react and argue with their servants? No, they're not. Why would they? Why would they stoop so low to argue when they're in control? They're in the power position. They're not going to fucking argue with you. They're not going to argue with you. So why the fuck are you arguing with your servant? If that helps you to look at your SP as that way, then look at them that way. That you will do what I say, and you'll be who I want you to be, period. I don't give a fuck. You thought you had to say so? That's so cute. That is so cute. In fact, you do have a say so. And I'm going to tell you what to say. I'm going to tell you what the shit is. See, here I go rambling and shit. And now, I don't know how to do that. Oh, I gotta go find her. Maybe I gotta go find her. Let's go find her. Hey, I don't give a damn. Hey, Nesp. Oh God, Scorpio girl, what's the bad news? You were so good, then all of a sudden he blocked you. So, who cares? Another client of mine just went through the same thing, Scorpio girl. Everything was great. Then she got blocked. And then 2 days later, he showed up at her house, unannounced. Guess what she was? Oh yeah, that's right, still blocked. So, blocked doesn't mean anything if you were so good. There's a reason that he blocked you. There's a reason. So prior to being blocked, even though things appeared to be good, where was your mentality at? Where was your, what was your, of course you're seeing each other Friday, bitch. Yes, AJ, you are. See how quickly that works? Okay, so you need to lock back in, Scorpio girl, and take a look. Be like, where did I, because again, this is, if you went from everything is great to being blocked somewhere, you went wrong. So you have to look at feedback. Everything is feedback. So you say, okay, hold on a second. This is feedback. So where the fuck did I go wrong here to have it slide back? But it doesn't matter, because just as much as you slid back, you could slide right on forward again. Like AJ. He told her, yes, possibly we could hang out on Friday. If you were on my live yesterday, then you already know how this conversation went. I said, what are you talking about? I said, you better go shave those legs, bitch, because he's coming over to see you on Friday. Because I said so. That's literally what I said. Because I said so. And what did she say? Mine went from possibly to yes. Less than 24 hours later. Yeah, that's how quickly it works. When you don't listen to what the fuck they say and you tell them what their shit is. Yeah, that's how quickly they change their mind. Where it's like, wow, okay. I mean, I may or may not. I've had a little, this fucking hair today. I may or may not have had a little chatty chat with AJ's boyfriend, but that's what she hired me for. Okay, and so, yeah, they change their minds very fast. When you change yours and you decide what their shit is going to be. Oh, you said you'll think about it? All right. See you Friday. And now he confirmed he'll see her on Friday. Stop giving your power away. Stop it now. Stop giving your fucking power away. It's bullshit. It's bullshit for you to be in your reality, but giving all your power away to your SP. And I'm pretty sure that's not the only person you're giving your power away to. Because you're listening to everything they fucking say and then crying about it and getting all in your panties in a fucking bunch when all you need to do is pick your big girl panties up, wipe those goddamn tears, get a grip in your thoughts and be like, game on. Yeah, game on. I've given you control, but now I'm taking it back, and I'll tell you when you're going to text me. I'll tell you when we're going to talk. I'll tell you when you're going to see me. I'll tell you all that shit. And I'll also tell you how you're going to show up in my life. I'll tell you how you're going to talk to me. I will tell you all of that in here. Because it must push out here. Do you understand? I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't even know fucking I say, do you understand? Because you're like, yeah, I understand until tomorrow. Or for a lot of you, it's like, yeah, I understand. And 10 Jen gets off the live, and then an hour later, I forgot it all. Even though I hear it every day, I just, doesn't apply to me. Doesn't apply to me. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing because it's been working out so stellar. Seriously. If I can come on here live with my fucking hair looking hot ass mess. Angela, change the story. Change the story. Okay, what do you mean your SP still wants you to legally divorce before asking you out? No, he's asking you out now. He doesn't give a shit about my divorce. Stop seeing that as an obstacle. Stop listening to him. Stop listening to him now, Angela, and say, excuse me? You could care less about my relationship status. You're not with your husband anyway. Okay, like you're already separated. So it's like, no, he doesn't give a shit. He cannot stop. He has to see me. He has to spend time with me. He wants a relationship with me regardless, right goddamn now. Why? Because I fucking said so. Thanks, I'm kitty sister. Bitch. You guys are going to love the merch that MKD has designed because that shit is bomb. Let me tell you. It's pretty bomb for a lot of our sayings. I'll put them on my TikTok. So you guys can, save them and maybe put them as your wallpaper on your phone. If you don't have your SP on your phone, put it as your fucking wallpaper because some of you guys need that reminder. And the average person looks at their phone 400 times a day. So you'll see that shit 400 times a day, at least. And you'll be able to remind yourself who the fuck you are. So stop. Every day after you wake up, when you wake up, here's what I want you to do. I want you to affirm, because you're in SATs, okay, when you first wake up. So I want you to do your affirmation time. But right after you're done with your affirmation, I want you to get your fucking happy ass up. I want you to go into your bathroom. I want you to take one hard ass look in the fucking mirror every morning and remind yourself who the fuck you are. Yes, that is your task. I'm the operant power. This is my reality. I'm the queen or king of my reality. I control 100% of their thoughts when it comes to me. All day, every day. I decide what stays and what goes. I get what I want. I get it when I want it. I'm a master at this. Whatever I affirm comes to me immediately because this is my fucking reality. And I'm not going to react to the 3D today. Because you know what we say. Don't say it in the comments. That's what we say to the 3D. You understand? We learned from now we can't say that in the comments. They're very sensitive. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, teddy bear. Taylor, I need to listen to your shit today, girl. You were the dick today? Sarah Anna, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, we're evolving. Oh, it's manifest. Did you you sent an email, right, about that? Because I think I saw it late last night about not having the access to anything. So let me handle that today and I will get you access. I will go ahead and put you up in there myself. Okay. Jen, in my world, I have the control, right? 1000% for temps. You're the only one that has control in your mind. Okay. In your mind, you can change whatever you want. Amen, Jacques. We had Taco Bell last night. We were going to have leftovers, but then I was like, oh, who doesn't want some Taco Bell? He's like, that sounds good. I was like, yeah, I agree. I'm a chalupa fan, but I overindulge on Taco Bell. It's just never enough. They have a mini taco salad now. How cute is that shit? It's like so tiny, but it's perfect. It's the perfect amount. I had a mini taco salad. Don't judge me. I had 2 chalupas. undecided between beef and chicken, although I'm leaning more towards the chicken one. So I had those. Then I had a taco. What else did I have? I think that's all I had. And I omitted. I'm weird like this. I don't drink soda when I eat because it makes me full. So I drink water every time I eat, but then I'm not going to pay. I get like the Tropicana orange juices because they come in like they're like $4 at the fucking gas station. I feel like that's best bang for my buck. And then I can keep it late and drink it later. Do you only affirm with motivation? I doubt manifestation again. No, Ostfildem, you don't need to affirm with motivation. You just need to say it. Okay, you just need to say it. But why not be motivated? Do you want your shit or not? You know, I'm not saying you need to be in a good ass mood all the fucking time to manifest. Like, you don't. You don't. I've manifested plenty of things out of anger, out of sadness. It doesn't matter. Emotions don't matter. However, when it comes to me manifesting, like if I'm consciously manifesting something that I want, I'm highly motivated. I don't give a shit what it is. I'm highly motivated because I want what I want. So where's the motivation lacking there? Either you want something or you don't. Okay. But motivation is, look at it this way. Motivation, if you're unmotivated to do something, right? Like laundry or cleaning, right? Things that you have to do, but you don't want to do, right? Those things don't motivate you. They do not excite you. So therefore you push it off. You don't really care. You push it off and you don't do it. Sometimes you don't do it or you half-ass it, right? Things like that, because it's things that you have to do, not something you want to do. Now, when it's something that you want to do or something that you want, you're very motivated. All of a sudden, you got plenty of fucking time. You get all excited, get ready for the night because you're motivated to get your ass out. You're motivated to go do something fun, right? So you go to bed early, like all that shit because you're motivated, right? Because it's something that excites you. So you can't doubt manifestation. Take a look at your life. Okay, this isn't questionable. Like, I don't believe in manifestation. You don't have to, but you can't stop it. Okay, it's not something that you can just be like, I'm all done manifesting. It's not for me. I don't believe in it. Well, you don't have to believe in it, but you're still manifesting. It's as stupid as people saying they don't believe in a higher power. And I'm not saying that you need to believe in God specifically. You can believe in whatever you want, the universe, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Then what if you're like, nope, I don't believe in a higher power, then it's like, okay, well then what the fuck explains this? Like, let's be honest. What explains why we can talk different languages, why we look differently, like all of these different things? What explains everything in the world? If you don't believe in, how do you think you got here? I don't know how we got here. So I'm not going to pretend like we do, but obviously somehow we got here, right? Unless you believe that fucking waves and the ocean, the waves and the fucking sand smashed together and formed a human. Why can't it do it now? You know what I mean? So you are always manifesting whether you want to or not. It doesn't matter. But you don't have to say, does it work or is it real? Take a look at your life. Just take a look at your life and ask yourself what you think about in certain things. Take a look at your mindset when it comes to, take a look at your thought process when it comes to money. Does your bank account reflect that? Take a look at your thought process when it comes to your career. Does your career reflect that? Take a look at your thought process when it comes to relationships. Do your relationships reflect that? They do, 100%. So, on top of that, manifestation is nothing but thoughts being pushed out. And you can't do anything. There's nothing you do in this world without first having a thought. You don't get out of bed until you first have a thought that I need to get my happy ass up. Okay, you don't go to the bathroom without first thinking you got to go to the bathroom. You don't get something to drink without first thinking you're thirsty. or you want water or whatever, right? You don't eat until you like, I'm hungry. That sounds good. Have you ever noticed that? This is where I laugh when you guys don't understand what you focus on expands. So take a look at it this way. When you have you ever been in the mood for something where you're like, oh, pizza sounds really good right now, right? Like that's what you think. Have you ever noticed the more you think about pizza, the more desirable it sounds? Now you start to get hungry. Now you're like, oh man, I really want pizza. Like, because you just thought about it one time. Has there ever been a time when you and your specific person, you woke up thinking like Chinese food sounds really good for dinner. And then all of a sudden your SP later in the day goes, you know what sounds good? Chinese food. Have you ever seen that? We do that all the time. Me and my boyfriend do that all the time. Because it's thought transmission. It's thoughts that are manifesting all day long. So when you focus on something, the want and desire for that expands. So what the fuck are you focusing on all day? How many times I got to tell you this? How many times do I have to tell you about that? So if you're focusing on the negative shit, guess what you're doing? Expanding the negative shit. If you're focusing on the lack, guess what you're creating more of? Lack. If you're focusing on being blocked and in no contact, guess what you're continuing to get? Blocked and no contact. For what? For what? Versus changing all of that. Yeah. Okay, now let's answer some of these questions. Teddy Bear. We were in no contact and I just got randomly blocked. I talked with admins and decided it's the bridge. Curious about your comment. Oh, you mean the bridge of incidences? You can look at it that way. Okay. Either way, I would look at it as a positive thing, right? As a positive thing. But from a logical perspective, right? Because we have to bring logic into this because everything is feedback, right? So you have to sit there and say, okay, how do we go from no contact to just getting randomly blocked? Did I like his shit? Am I liking all his stories on social media, trying to get his attention? Am I wondering if I'm going to be blocked, right? Any of that stuff. Am I thinking negatively about the situation between me and my SP? Because remember, thought transmission, right? So if you control his thoughts, so if you're focusing on being in no contact with your SP, then he could very much randomly get the thought of, oh yeah, let me go block her, right? And I'm not saying that's what happened, but, or you can choose to, so there's all kinds of different ones. So what I want you to do is think about it, okay? Don't self-loathe about it, but think about it and see if something like that happened and it pushed out, okay? But how I would choose, this is only for feedback purposes, okay, Teddy Bear? This is only for feedback, is to see, did I waver my thoughts somewhere that could have led to this, okay? But we're not going to blame ourselves. So instead, you could look at it like it's a bridge where it's like, okay, I've been affirming, right? I'm doing my job. I've been affirming. I'm want to look at him differently, doing all the things. And so based on that transmission, I popped into his mind. Maybe did the cord cutting, right? Maybe you did anything. And now you obviously if you have done none of that stuff, if you weren't liking his stories and all that shit, then you could look at it like you just popped into his mind. And so he blocked you because he wants to look at your shit. And he can't do that if you're unblocked, because then you'll know, right? And I don't want him, and he doesn't want you to know that he's thinking about you and that he's looking at your stuff. So therefore he'd rather be a stalker instead of letting you know, instead of you seeing that. Right. But if you were liking his shit, this is what a lot of you guys need to realize is you have to look at the intention you have behind things, because thought transmission is real. So while you guys think that you're being sneaky and clever about shit, if in here you know why you're doing something, so do they. So do they. So if you're doing certain things like liking their shit because you want to get their attention, right? Or you want to stay top of mind. I hear that sometimes. I'm like, top of mind? I'd rather stay top of mind like as somebody he wants, not somebody he's annoyed by, you know? But if you know why you're doing something, they do too. Because you're telling yourself why you're doing it. Okay, like, oh, I want him to remember me, so I want to get his attention, so let me like his shit. That's an inner conversation you had. Therefore, it pushes out. And now he now knows exactly why you're doing it, which is why it backfires, because they know why you're doing it. And oftentimes when you're in contact, they will tell you that. I know why you're doing this. Like, I know what, I know. And you're like, how does he know? Because you know. Because we tend to do certain things thinking we're being all clever and sneaky about the shit. I do it. I'm petty. So I'll do certain things thinking I'm being all sneaky and clever about the shit. And like I'll say certain things, not bad things. Excuse me. Not bad things or any of that stuff, but I'll make like little like hints about things or whatever, and my boyfriend will he'll be like, you think you're being clever and stuff. He goes, but I know exactly what, he goes, but I know you. So I know exactly why you're doing that. And then I just laugh about it and go, really? But I can do that stuff because we're in a relationship, right? And it's not bad shit. But you guys need to remember that. Whatever you're telling yourself, they're picking up your vibe. They're picking up your vibe. I broke down due to something completely separate from SP. Is that also reacting to it? Kin, if you broke down due to something completely separate from your SP, if it had nothing to do with your SP, then it has nothing to do with your manifestation of your SP, right? Like let's say you have a shitty day at work today, and like your coworkers and everybody's just being an asshole, and you're just having a bad day, or like your family's in turmoil, and so you're having a bad day, and so you cry and you react to that. It's got nothing to do with your SP. It's not going to screw up your manifestation with your SP, that's for damn sure. Because it has nothing to do with them. You're human when it comes to other things. So don't worry about that. I'm trying to look for her so I could make her a fucking admin, but I rambled, so. That's right, Brandy. That's right. It's good to work on yourself and evolve. Hey, Gladys Sparkles, bitch. Hey, Elena. It is definitely good to work on yourself because, Brandy, this is evolving, right? Because when you are back in a relationship with your SP, they will notice a completely different you. They'll be reminded. Because understand, you've changed too. Okay, they're not the only one who has changed during your relationship. So have you. So when you're also showing up in their reality based on their assumptions of you. You understand this, right? It doesn't go one fucking direction. Okay, so what do you want them to assume about you? Perfect girlfriend, amazing, incredible, or do you want them to assume that you're fucking a psycho and crazy and unstable and an angry ass person that's dramatic and only wants drama in their life and gives them a fucking headache? Is that what you want them to assume about you? Because you understand you're in their reality too, right? And if everyone's based on your assumptions, this is where we leverage the law. This is where you leverage the law. No one ever talks about this. They always talk about your assumptions of your SP, but what about your SP's assumption of you, bitch? No one ever talks about that. So what do you need to take one hard look at your behavior and the things that you're reacting to and all the chaos that you're creating in their life. And you ask yourself if that's what they want in their life. So what kind of assumptions do they have about you? Could very much, if you would take a look at both sides, that's what I want. You have a second task today. This is a good one. Is I want you to take a look at your behavior in your relationship with your SP. You like your old relationship with your SP, take a look at your behavior. Take a look at who you changed, who you turned out to be. Because again, I don't think, just like you did not choose to date your boyfriend or your girlfriend because they were complete assholes, right? They also did not choose to date you because you were a raging bitch. They weren't. You were totally different in the beginning of your relationship. And as they changed, so did you. You're now reacting to the petty bullshit. You're flying off the handle at everything that they fucking say or do in your relationship. And then, God forbid, they want to go out with their friends for the night. And now you really lose your shit, right? They come home after, maybe they come home late. Now they're under interrogation like you're a goddamn fucking detective. Okay? And they feel like they're dating their mother. And you react to everything and you argue all the fucking time about shit and all this stuff. So what are they assuming about you? But if you change, then their assumption of you will change too. Because all of a sudden, you're no longer reacting to the stupid shit anymore. And they're like, I've had a couple clients that have been told this by their SPs, like, are you okay? You've changed. Yeah. You should remind them of the person they fell in love with, not the person they fucking broke up with. That's what you guys should, that honestly is what you should be reminding them of. You should be reminding them of why they fucking fell in love with you and dated you. You should not be reminding them daily on why they left your ass. So change your assumptions and be a better person because they will, and think differently, and they will change their assumptions of you. And now you have a beautiful relationship because understand that they have their own assumptions and you're showing them exactly why they broke up with you. You're showing them exactly why they don't want to be with you. Because they're like, oh, here we go, same shit. Oh, here we go, same shit, different fucking day. And a lot of you bitches think it's cute. It's weird. It's weird that you think it's cute to act crazy. Some people embrace it. They're like, yeah, I'm fucking crazy. Okay, you look stupid. That's how you want people to view you, as batshit ass crazy and giving people headaches? Then you fucking are dumb. Sorry. But that's not how I want. I got enough self-respect and dignity that I'm not going to sit there and look that way. Are you insane? I'm not going to do that. And I'm certainly not going to fucking create a scene when we're out in public like a child. I'm not going to do that either. But some of you guys thrive off that shit. But they don't like it. They don't like it. And you have to understand that. So why would you continue to be the same way? Like somebody was told that yesterday. Somebody was told that yesterday by text that he left because he wanted peace. Do you know how many of your boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives want fucking peace in their life and you do nothing but the opposite to them? You need to take what they're saying as fucking feedback because they're reflecting you and your thoughts. So when they say something out of their mouth, you should be looking all of that as feedback, like, okay, what did they say? And replay the breakup if you need to. I don't give a shit. What did they say when they broke up with you? What did they say? That's feedback. And that tells you where you went wrong. So why would you continuously be the same bitch? Because the second they come back around, they're right back out that. They only have one foot in the door. They're right back out that door because they're like, oh, so obviously shit hasn't changed. I'm good. I'm solid. It goes both directions. You can change them 1,000%. but you need to change so that their assumption of you also changes. So that's your task. That is your task. That's right. See, look, even Taylor said, not reacting has saved her so unbelievably much irritation and fighting. Yes, that's exactly the point. Hey, soul. And that's what you guys need to understand. So that's your task. You have 2 tasks today. I'm trying. Bitch, I'm trying. I can't fucking find you. Oh, here you are. Here you are. Now, how to do this. I remembered how to do this, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I don't accept the invite, Chanel, if I'm doing it wrong, okay? Oops, I think I'm doing it wrong. Don't accept the invite. Impolite questions. Why is she calling me out? I don't know who you are. Oh, don't accept it, Chanel. Don't accept it.
I'll leave.
I have no idea how to make people admins in here. I know we're friends on here, so it should work. I'll figure it out. I'll fucking figure it out. Okay. Oh, I think I have to do it outside of the live. I don't know. Because YouTube, I can do it on the live. But do you guys seem to understand? Okay. If I call people out, it's because you need to be called out. Because you piss me off. Raylene, oh, okay. Raylene, do I recommend ignoring the 3D? Oh, I think I got this now. Do I recommend, sorry guys, I'm distracted. Aha, got it. All right, we're in. Okay, do I recommend ignoring the 3D? No, because that's unrealistic advice, okay? Because you're not blind to the 3D. But what I recommend is not reacting to the 3D. Okay, not reacting to the 3D. If you can, avoid doing things that trigger you in the 3D, like stalking their social media profiles, looking at Getter Trash's profile, doing all that shit. I recommend you stop doing that because it causes you to spiral or trigger and react to the 3D. And every time you react to the 3D wins. So I don't recommend that. I don't say you should ignore the 3D, but you just need to give it one of these. When it tries to trigger you, when it tries to react, you just say, not today, not today. No, I'm not going to react. I'm not going to react. I'm not going to react. Because, hey, Rayboot, because because a lot of you guys, there's nothing to react to. Okay, that's what you have to understand. A lot of you, there's nothing to react to. Okay, unless you work with this person, have to see this person often. Like, let's say it's like your child's father, right? And so you have child exchanges, or you work with this person, or you live next door to this person. There's nothing to react to. The only reason you're reacting to the 3D is because you're digging. You're looking for things to react to. You're checking. Okay, you're checking every day to see if you're still blocked. You're checking this, you're checking that, right? And I told you that's okay if you're going to do that, but you better affirm the entire time you're fucking checking, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what you're looking at. So you could be looking at someone's profile that has no idea what you're looking at. It only knows what you tell yourself. So if you react in your thoughts, emotionally, fine. You can react emotionally. It's not a big deal. But if you react in your thoughts, now that is all they see. That's all they see. That's all your subconscious mind knows. Hey, Kim, fine sister. That's what you need to understand. Okay, so because a lot of you will go digging, but I was proud of one of my clients today, and she said she was sharing movement that she got. She checked the 3D. Oh, thanks, Kim, fine sister. And thanks, Pa. She checked the 3D, but you know what she did? She took my advice. She affirmed the entire time she checked. Yeah. And then looked at what she saw as a fantastic thing based on her situation. That was movement. She got movement. A lot of you guys would not have considered it movement, but for her, given her situation, it was movement in the right direction for her. But she affirmed the entire time, so there's nothing to react to. It doesn't help you to go snooping, because eventually it's almost like when you go snooping, you understand it's almost like you want to find something, even though you don't want to find something, but it's almost like you do. Because what the fuck are you looking for? You're not looking to see their picture. You have pictures of them. You're not and you're not looking for confirmation of shit. That's a lie. Because you wouldn't need to do that. They will confirm automatically. They'll automatically confirm. You don't need to do that. You'll automatically see the movement. You don't need to go checking for the movement. They'll automatically do all the things. That's right, Rayleigh. And if you see your SP at the gym daily, I'm assuming your gym is not open for 3 hours a day, right? So when you see your SP at the gym daily, you're like, of course, why wouldn't he be here when I'm here? Why wouldn't he be here when I'm here? Look at him trying to get my attention. He can't get enough of me. He cannot stand to be away from me. He'll do whatever it takes to be near me. And then make sure you're looking hot when you go to that gym every day, bitch. And then, get the Stairmaster going. Get the Stairmaster going, Show his ass what he's missing. That's right, Dina. That's right. Don't dig, because you will prove yourself right every time. And you have to understand that. It was huge movement for you, Liz. Absolutely. Andy, where did you message me? Was it here on TikTok? Because if you did, I will go ahead and let me take a picture. You guys should all have my cell phone number. If you don't, and if you're in the WhatsApp group, message Kamal. Okay, Kamal, Komal, because she'll put you on my calendar. She has access to my calendar. Okay, if we haven't had a call. You're I know, but you can, Danielle, your children is everyone is you pushed out. So if you want your child to be into this, then, like my daughter, half the time you talk to her, half the time when I talk to her, I've been telling her to start a business for a while. And she's like, no. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done verbalizing to you to start a business. I'll just do it here. And then a week later, she's like, I need a PayPal account. I'm like, for what? Because I'm going to use PayHip. The girl's up to 7 sales already. 7 sales already. 24 hours. I was like, look at you, sister. Selling coloring pages and shit. Thanks, I'm Kitty, sister. I got it. And that's what you guys need to remember, okay? You guys can amplify. So a lot of you guys like to amplify it. So if you're here, who is it? Who is it that would be here? Good, Flashy. Good, bitch. Who was it? Oh, yes. Marlev. If you're listening. A lot of you guys need to let the gutter trash go, but understand that they show up based on your assumptions of them. So the more you react, the more amplified it becomes. So you need to change that shit. So what did we learn here? We learned that we are going to be very aware of our thoughts. We're going to stop listening to what the fuck they say. We're not going to react. And then we're going to go ahead and work on how we want our SP to see us. What assumption do I want my SP to have about me? Crazy, unstable, stressful, gives me nothing but a headache, loves to fucking argue and is dramatic. Or she is very sweet, loving, like perfect. She hates drama. She like brings nothing but peace into my life. Mm-hmm. Do you care to guess? Do you care to guess the one thing that my boyfriend said to me when we came back in contact? That he didn't realize that until we weren't together, that's all he wanted was peace. Because he didn't have it when we weren't together. And he's like, you do nothing but bring me peace. And a whole lot more. But that was the one thing that he missed the most. That's a lot of your SPs want peace. Who the fuck wants drama? You know who does drama in relationships? Let's be quite frank. 18-year-olds. 16-year-olds. You are creating the breakup. Boondolita. Okay? But stop thinking that you're making the breakup and start thinking that you're creating the makeup. Okay? The more you focus on being broken up with your SPs, that's exactly what has to stay in place, is no relationship. Because that's what you're focused on. No relationship. Wants nothing to do with me, is not talking to me, just doesn't want to be in a relationship with me. And every time it's, well, that's what they said. They only said that because you weren't sure. Stop waiting for them. We don't wait around here. Wait for what? You can wait for Christmas. But you don't need to wait for your SP to want a relationship. I'll let you know when we're in one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for playing. Come again. Have to carry a rag around here. Have to carry a towel around here with me now so I don't cry on camera. Okay. Let me clarify the photo method being instant, because this has caused some panic with people. Okay. You have seen numerous times on my lives people go from no contact to immediate contact through the photo method. The only reason it's not working instantly for you is because even though you believe you can manifest and you are persisting in your affirmations, you're not seeing the version of your SP that you want them to be for you and only you. You get your fucking tarot card reading ass up out by live. Thanks. No one needs a tarot card reading around here. No one gives tarot card readings but me. Yes. You want to know what I told you? You want to know what I fucking told your SP, Lisa? Well, that's between me and your SP. But I am not going to clean up your fucking damage. I did it this time. Don't do it again. Don't react. Don't react. Okay. So the reason why the photo method wouldn't work instantly or quickly, let's say quickly, we'll say within 24 hours. The reason that won't work in 24 hours is because, one, you're not knowing they'll contact you. Because you're not seeing that version of your person for you. You're telling yourself they're that person, but you're not going back to that time when you didn't question if they would talk to you, if they would contact you, if they would want to see you. all of that. You're not going back and seeing that side of them. Okay. Number of factors. You could sit there and be like, yeah, I did it, but I haven't talked to this person in like a long time. Okay. That's an obstacle now that you created. Like, well, or you'll make excuses like, well, they're sleeping or maybe they're busy right now. And so, that's another obstacle you created. Well, I'll do this and I hope they'll contact me. Hoping creates more hoping. Expectation creates expectation. Knowing creates more knowing. Okay, just know. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But to sit there and be like, no, I'm all done playing games with my fucking self. I'm all done playing games with myself, so I'm going to know. I'm going to choose now that if I am persisting in perfect husband, and I am only seeing that version of my SP for me, then why wouldn't they come see me? Why wouldn't they want to spend time with me? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want to call me? They did before. I didn't have to wonder. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to try to get them to contact me. They'd fucking just contact me all the time. And then just tell yourself that shit. Like I have a rampage that I would do, right? I'd have the rampage that I would do where I would literally, I have my affirmations and then I would rampage and I gave you guys a copy of my rampage, where it would be like 15 affirmations in one, and I would say it once or twice a day. And they would start to do the things in my rampage. Why? Because that wasn't my focus. Okay, so my rampage would be something like my main set of affirmations. So it would say, it would be something like, he is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. He texts me good morning every single fucking day. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. He can't imagine his life without me in it. He wants to live with me. He wants to marry me. He wants to be with me forever. I'm his favorite person. That would be like what my rampage was. So he would start to text me good morning every single day. It'd be like 2 p.m. and I'd get a good morning text. Okay. And I knew he was awake well before that. That's how I do as my affirmation. Then he literally flat out told somebody, I'm never going to not talk to her. I'm always going to talk to her forever. Yeah. Because he can't imagine his life without me in it. He'd talk about our future together, right? Things like that. Because those weren't my main affirmations, but I would still say them once or twice a day. And I didn't stress about it. Do you think I checked my phone every 5 fucking seconds to see if I would get a good morning text? No, I would not. I would wake up in the morning and go about my day. Do what I need to do, jump on coaching calls, and then ping, text. I wasn't worried about it. You need to stop being worried about that shit. If you would stop being worried about it and relax and sit there and be like, no, because they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. I have dozens and dozens of freaking snapshots, testimonials of people who got contact on the spot on my lives that they were not in contact before. And they were like, holy shit, this worked. Go ahead, take a look at the comments in my pinned post where they're like, holy crap, within 15 minutes, they did exactly what I wanted them to do. Oh my God, then, this totally works. They just called me. That shit's not made up. Because they drop the resistance. You guys need to just drop the resistance. Okay. And just like, if you can't drop the resistance to a contact, to a text message, that tells me you have extreme resistance to your SP wanting to be with you. Because if you didn't, you would not be this resistance to fucking contact. So this is where I tell you guys, where people will say, just live in the end. You guys can't even live in the end of fucking text message. And then you're over here like, well, no, I'm living in the end of relationship, but the photo method isn't working. Of course not, because you can't even live in the end of text, let alone relationship with your SP. You need to see them differently. What part of that is unclear? What part of that is completely unclear? I'm not asking you to make some shit up. I'm asking you to go back to the time in your relationship before where you were very confident. You had no qualms at all. You didn't doubt at all that they would contact you. Nothing. Because if you would just get over and lower that resistance, like, why wouldn't they? They contact me all the fucking time. Everybody contacts me. If you would get over that, the rest comes quickly. Quickly. Yeah. I had somebody celebrating yesterday. She's sending me a box of Twinkies. My first gift for my members, guys. She said, I'm not a Twinkie fan. But she said something about banana Twinkies. I was like, they have a banana Twinkie? Now that I can get on board with, because I fuck with banana. Anything. Funny enough, I fuck with banana flavored everything except bananas themselves. Right? I'll put them in a smoothie and everything. And so I was like, oh, she's like, I'll send you a box. I was like, yeah. She goes, because I'm celebrating. I feel like a fat kid that loves cake. Do you know why? Because her SP, first of all, she's the one that joined us. She broke she got contact. This is why you guys stress out about stupid like time and stuff. She was in no contact for a year. Broke no contact. Okay. Thanks, Lisa sister. Broke no contact with her SP, right? One was conforming, the other one was not. And so we had to make some switches in the description of the SP and different things. And she started saying his name. All of a sudden, 1 year later, no contact, broken. Then they were supposed to go on a trip and his kids decided to stay longer. Fine. But she just got a message today or yesterday from her SP that he blocked all females in his phone because he doesn't want them to get the wrong idea. Care to guess what she was affirming for? Exactly that. Exactly that. And he just confirmed. She didn't have to ask. You guys don't have to ask. You get the confirmation automatically. She did not have to ask. He told her willingly. And that's what she was affirming for. So what the fuck is your problem? What is your problem? No, she did not go get a spellcaster or a tarot card reader or a psychic to break no contact. Do you want to know what she did? What I fucking said to do. What I tell you guys to fucking do. Okay? But you're so worried about the fucking how and oh, let me just see them as an asshole. As long as you see them that way, they can't conform. She had that issue too, guys, okay? She had that issue too, which is why one of her exes was conforming, but it wasn't the one she wanted. But that's because when we talked, she knew she had a very different description. And I told her this. I said, you have a very different description of the one that's conforming versus the one that is not. And the other one was conforming very fast. And I said, your description of the two, and I know just based on talking to you about the two, is very different between the two. I said, so you need to change your description of the one that you actually want. Take the description of the one that's conforming and just pop that in to the one that's not, the one that you want, and then say his name when you're affirming. So your subconscious mind knows exactly which one you're referring to. Boom. No contact broken. Because she had some resistance too in the beginning to the one that she wanted. But she had to change her description of him, guys. She had to change how she saw him. Loving, perfect boyfriend for her. Somebody who wants to be with her, wants to talk to her and all that shit. And then ping. So are you ready? Are you ready to finally change your fucking descriptions of your SPs to the one that you know you want so that you can talk to them? Or you want to continue to keep your version of your SP that isn't talking to you, and then you can go ahead and just continue to talk to their photo for the rest of your life. I don't know about you, and don't get me wrong, I swear by the photo method, it works, and it works well. But I'd rather talk to my SP, in person. So when are you going to want to talk to your SP in person? Because the only way that's going to happen is if you change how you view them. And stick with that version. So when the old version rears its ugly little fucking head, you're like, not today, bitch. Not today. Bye. That version no longer exists in my reality, so perfect boyfriend, best relationship. Even when they're being a jerk. That's where the growth happens. I don't keep secrets, Lisa. Unless you ask me and tell me that it's in confidence. Can I manifest he only follows me because then it will be his own thought? Yes, Paige. Yes, you can. That literally is what I was just talking about when it came to somebody else, right? Is that he didn't even talk to any of the females. He doesn't even notice another fucking female. Fuck bitches. He doesn't even like them. All his friends are guys. All his friends are guys. He doesn't even get along with women except for me. Oh, yes, Danielle. Oh, yes. Therapists. Therapists are great. Yes, they're like, yes, set boundaries, enforce them. And then let them know you're crossing my boundary. Andy, can you shoot your text back to the top so I can? Oh, I swear I just got your text. Can you shoot it back to the top so therefore I can? Well, are you texting a 714 number? If you're not texting a 714 number, then you don't have my phone number. It's my system's phone number. If it's a 949, okay. But you didn't get a text? You should have gotten a text that had a calendar link to my calendar. Literally. So you should have got a text from a 949 number that would have had the calendar link to my calendar. And then you should have gotten an email. So check the emails as well, and so forth. Because sometimes the email goes into your promotions folder. Okay. Excuse me while I have a bite of bacon. Bacon makes this world a better place. I just want to let you know. I can eat a whole thing of bacon. Mm-hmm. Can I call me for 5 minutes? It's an emergency and I can't talk here. Yep, more tabs. I have a feeling I know what it's about anyway, and you're right, you can't talk about it here, so I'll give you a call. Terry, where have you been, sister? When you're manifesting for one of us or whatever, how long does that usually take? And start saying, it depends, Clarissa. It depends. So a lot of people get movement within 24, 48 hours. A lot of people get movement within that very short amount of time. If not, then, I'm going to start putting out I'll put an automated message that will go out to you guys. But send me a text, okay? Send me a text, Clarissa. Because if you're not seeing something, then we need to talk. Okay, so send me a text. Let me know what's going on. So therefore we can take a looks and see if something is going wrong. It's not on my side, so it'll have to be on your side. Okay, so sometimes you'll have these obstacles, or they're not even an obstacle. It's one that you're making up in your mind. Okay, where you'll have like an obstacle. And so forth. So because of that, if you're creating obstacles in your mind, then that would prevent something from happening. Okay, so we have to see what that obstacle looks like. That's right. You need to change your description. Well, hello, Jennifer. Love me a good Jennifer around here. But I will tell you, if your name's Jennifer, I can guess, most of you guys, I can guess around your age based on your names. Did you guys know that? Unless your parents are old school, right? Because like if your name is Jennifer, you're probably an 80s kid. Because my parents were so unoriginal. They were like, they like had a baby name book. And they were like, what's the number one most popular name? That's what we're going to name our daughter. So I grew up with 3 Jennifers in every one of my classes. Every one of my classes, there was like 3 Jennifers. Nowadays, no one's naming babies Jennifer. It's like Apple, Blue Ivy. Dope names, although some people, some of my friends though, when they had kids growing up, I'm like, do you plan to tell your daughter what inspired her name? Although it's a beautiful name, right? Like one of them is like Alizé, and I was like, you're gonna let her know that you named her after alcohol, because that was your favorite alcohol. Yes, Sanchi, that is the key to release the resistance okay, so a lot of your keys to success is twofolded, okay? Is one, yes, you need to drop the resistance to your SP, okay? 2, you need to see that, well, I guess there's 3. 2, you need to see them as the version of your SP you expect and want them to be for you. And 3, you need to forgive them. You need to. You need to forgive the old story. You need to forgive their behavior. It shouldn't be that difficult to do because you're on here. I've told you what caused your breakup. I told you what's caused all this shit. I've told you this. So you need to forgive them, because what is the point? Why would you not forgive them? Because they didn't do anything but push out your thoughts. That's all they did. All they did is reflect your thoughts. So there's no reason for you to have animosity towards them, anger, resentment, or any of that shit. Because it wasn't them. It was you. Just like it was you in the beginning of your relationship too. When you were in the feel-good vibes. Haley, you haven't seen movement yet because I literally just saved your picture today when you bumped your message back up. Okay, so I just had a little chatty chat with your girlfriend this morning. Okay, so that's why. But you will be. So you guys just need to know it's done. If you guys are having me manifest for you, you guys just need to know it's done. Like it's a wrap, bro. Thank you. Play again. It's done. There's nothing I need to worry about. Okay, and you'll see that movement very quickly. But you need to forgive them because it's fucking bullshit. It's stupid. You cannot, and it's not fair to you. I want you to look at it this way. It's not fair to you. What do you look like sitting around for the next 20 fucking years, hateful and resentful of some shit from your past? For what? For what? Okay, I got you, Taylor. I love fucking talking to Taylor in the text, by the way. But there's nothing like what do you look like going around and having all this hatred and anger for? For what? What does it's not like you feel better. Okay. So it doesn't make you feel good. It hurts your fucking feelings. So why do you keep it around? Why do you keep it around? It's as stupid as having artwork on your wall that annoys the shit out of you, yet you just keep it there. No, I'm not going to do that. So you don't need to keep that around. To keep it around for what? For what? It does. Like I'm not going to tell you again. It doesn't fucking make you feel good. That's right, Haley. We're getting in a relationship right now. She wants a relationship with me right now. Oh man, I'm telling you, the water technique, give it a try. Give it a try. Let me know how it works out. Let me know how it works out for you. I'm just kidding, don't do it because you look ridiculous. All right, I don't give a damn, thank you. When he said, oh yeah. The third thing you guys are going to do today, right? I hope you're writing down your fucking tasks for the day. Okay? The third thing you're going to do is ask yourself what you know already about your SP. Okay? Now, there's two folds to that question. What do you know about your SP in general? Like, actually know, not want to know, not want to believe. Like, I'm not talking about being delusional about it. I'm talking about being honest. Okay? What is something that you actually know positively about your SP? Also, what are some things that you make, and then now you have a separate list. What are some things that you absolutely know about your SP when it comes to you? Okay? That's your task, is to write those things down. And then you're going to bring that to our call tomorrow. And then someone on this call tomorrow is going to remind me of this. And you're going to bring that list to our call tomorrow on the live, okay? This is the benefits of being live. And then or watching live. So then you're going to drop your list. Please do not have it be fucking 55 things, okay? You're going to drop a couple of them in the chat. And we're going to leverage what you already know about your SP. What you already know about your SP. Okay, because it's about leveraging, right? And taking what you already know. Because remember, if what you know manifests, then how can we leverage that to work for us? So it's like, okay, if what I know about my SP, so I'll give you an example of somebody that I talked to yesterday. Okay, so, but this is also the benefit of coaching calls because I let you guys talk and then we pull out language, okay? Because I'm a language analyzer. So she was talking to me yesterday and she said something towards the end of our call and she says, yeah, I really know. She goes, I know and I really believe that like he's connected to that he's connected to my energy. Like she had a firm belief of that. She goes, I do believe that because she goes, there'll be times when we'll text and I'll say the exact same thing, word for word, verbatim, that I said like the day before. But yet this time he'll be like, you know, is something wrong with you? Are you okay? And she's like, how does he know? How does he know? Because it's literally word for word what I said yesterday. And so she's like, and she's like, a lot of times he'll just pick up on it. Like he can always just pick up on my energy. I said, great. So how do we leverage that? I said, so if you believe that you have this strong, that you guys are connected by energy, which we're all connected by energy. I hope you guys know that. Okay. This is why we do cord cutting. Okay. So we're all connected by energy. I said, okay, so how do we leverage that? I said, what we're going to do is leverage that and the fact that if you know that he picks up on your feeling and your energy, then you need to control what energy you're giving off. Okay. So if you're giving off, we're not talking energy, he's picking up on that and he's not going to talk to you. Versus if you put yourself, and she's like, I can do this because you guys aren't, this isn't like some fantasy pretend world where you're over here like, I don't know. Like we're not in Hogwarts, okay? Hogwarts, whatever. This is your life, okay? So it's like, you know what it's like to talk to you and your SP all day long. You know what it's like to have active conversations with your SP because you've done it. Like, duh. Okay? So it's not, so you're not making some shit up like, well, I don't know actually how that feels because I've never talked to my SP. It'd be different if you're manifesting somebody new. It's fine. But if you're manifesting your SP back, you know what it's like to talk to that person all the time. So you don't have to make the shit up. So that's what she said. She goes, okay. She goes, I'm going to put myself in that state of we talk all the time, right? And remember how I felt like energy wise, when we would talk all the time. I said, right, because then he'll pick up on that energy. Because she knows that they're connected by energy. It's a belief of hers. And she said that. I listen to things when you guys talk and you guys say, I know. Then I listen to what comes after that. Because what we know pushes out, right? And it manifests. So we need to take what you know about your SP and make it work for you instead of against you. Okay, like if you know he loves you, okay, let's leverage the love factor. Okay, I know he loves me, yeah, and he shows me that every fucking day. You know, whatever. We need to change that around because it's something that you already know about your SP. And you can leverage it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Clarissa, you'll start noticing changes. You'll start noticing changes when you stop looking for them. Mm-hmm. When you stop looking for them. Okay, you don't need to look for movement. You don't need to check. You don't need to think about it. This is a lot of you guys' problem. Which I forgot. Kamal asked me to address it 2 days ago. For a lot of you guys that have me manifesting your SP for you, you need to knock off the bullshit and be like, when is it going to happen? How long is this going to take? When am I going to start seeing movement? You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes right fucking now. Right now, you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. For all you know, right now, he could be completely obsessing over you, checking out all your shit from a fake profile. He could be thinking about you all day, every day. You're not going to see that. You just need to accept it. Stop questioning. Stop looking. Stop checking. Just know. We're done. Oh, this ends with us back together. So I'm going to control myself. I'm going to do what Jen said, and then I'm going to drop the antics. I'm going to drop the questioning. I'm going to drop the checking. I'm going to drop all that shit because questioning just creates more questions, if you know what I mean. See, I can never date someone, judge me not. I can never date someone from Texas because I can't do the hick accent. That probably means Alabama's out the question too. No offense, Glitter Sparkles. No offense. But that's because I'm a Cali girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm a Cali person. And when I lived in Vegas and I would gamble at the casinos, I always knew who was from Southern California. I didn't have to ask because you could tell by the way we dress, because we dress very different in California than you do in every other state, except for Nevada. Okay. We look very different here in California, and we talk different. Like, we don't have accents unless they're not from here. But you can thanks, Kelly sister, but you can always tell if somebody's from California. And then when I would go to like Indiana and stuff, oh yeah, no, Andy, that's my system phone number. Send me a DM on TikTok and I'll send it to you. Clarissa, send me a DM too, or a texty text. Wait, Clarissa, haven't we talked on the phone? Have we talked on the phone? I thought we did. Oh, I like that. A vegetarian. A vegetarian, I like that. Okay. I knew I was close, Jennifer. I was close. 1979. See, I'm 81. It's annoying. It's annoying when everyone's Jennifer. I'm like, and they're always like, what should I call you? I'm like, you can call me Jennifer. Well, actually, I don't even like Jennifer. I was like, you can call me Jen, just not Jenny, because Jenny makes me sound like I'm 12. It's a good one, Haley. Every time I eat chocolate, my ass gets fatter and my stomach gets flatter. I'm going to take a food item that I like. I drink a lot of water. I only drink a lot of water at certain times of the day, in the middle of the night and in the morning. It's when I drink a lot of water. But I'm gonna placebo something for my ass to get fatter quicker. Yeah. I tried to do this one exercise yesterday. I almost fell over. I almost fell over. Best creator, is cord cutting still needed when you're already getting movement? There's not a yes or no answer to that. Okay. It's not needed for anything, but, it's like I talk to my daughter and see her every freaking day, all day. Well, I don't see her all day, but she's around all day. But it doesn't mean I don't cut the cord with her, because I want it to stay fresh, right? I want it to stay fresh between me and her. Okay, so it's entirely up to you. I might have a completely different story for my SP. All I'm aware of is he wants pictures from me. So give him some pictures. What do you mean? What if you're not speaking as free? Doesn't matter. That's a circumstance. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No, poor times. No one can stop your manifestation except for you, unless you let them. Unless you let them. Whether it takes I don't even know. Whether it takes fucking 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people to aid in your manifestation, whatever has to happen for you to get your entire manifestation will happen. Everybody will play their part, unless you choose to believe, again, because we don't want to create assumptions that don't benefit you. So you do not want to create the assumption that someone else can interfere with your manifestation. Instead, it's like, nope, I don't think so. This is my reality. I'm in control of it. We're almost there, sister. We're almost there. Okay? We're almost all the way there, should I say. Good, Cece. Good, girl. Good. Yeah. In case you guys aren't aware, I did put a memo. I should have probably pinned it to the top. Maybe somebody can do that in the general tab. If you are in our WhatsApp community right now, we're going to leave Glitter Sparkles, aka Tabitha, alone. Okay, we're going to leave her alone. If you have any questions, put it in the general tab. You know, a lot of people can actually benefit from your questions. Okay, so that's what it's for. The advice tab, like all the tabs, like all the groups in the community. That's what it's for. It's because you're not the only one. Like, because you have to understand, let's think repetition wise. Let's say repetitive shit, okay? How much does it annoy you when you're at work and you sit there and answer the same damn questions over and over and over fucking and over again? You know, that's why they have FAQs on pages now, right? Like on sales pages and stuff, there will be FAQs there because they're tired of answering the same shit over and over again, right? So if you were to post your question to the general tab or advice or anywhere else, a lot of members can benefit from your questions because maybe they didn't have the question or think about the question, but yet appreciated the answer, right? Or learned something else. So like, try and keep your discussions there. That's literally what it's for. That's what the group is for. Okay. The group is not for one-on-one coaching. That's what I'm for. Literally. Okay. It's not fair to other members, and there's no way that that's sustainable for my admins too. Okay. So instead, try to keep your shit in the WhatsApp group. If you want to work one-on-one, that's totally fine. Okay. But keep it in there so people can benefit from it. But Tabitha is going through something personal. We all have personal lives. Okay. And so she's going through something personal. And so she needs time. She needs some time to deal with it. Okay. So If you're into prayers, keep her in your prayers. Okay. And just know that, and hold positive intentions for her. Okay. She gives a lot to the community. She gives a lot to you guys. So the one thing you can do to pay her back in return is hold positive intentions for her and her family. Okay. Okay. And she is going through something. If you guys want to donate to her cause, you can go ahead and click the link in my bio where it says, I think it's like live tips, Venmo. Send Venmo, and she'll get 100% of it, 100% of it. You have my word, and I keep my word. Okay. So help a sister out. Kamal is in the chat. You can book it. Yeah, Joe, so you can book a session with me or we can chat. I did not realize I have a lot of WhatsApp messages. I was checking them out yesterday and I got overwhelmed. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Thanks, convicted. All right, so let's go ahead and somebody asked this question. Madrina. There's a couple ways to join the WhatsApp community. You can click, of course, the link in the Thank you, Mina. She's like, I got the goods. That's my banana Twinkies, bitch. She's hilarious. Madrina, you can join the WhatsApp the link is in my bio. It's a small membership fee, but we are going to be doing monthly challenges in there. Plus you get coaching and advice in that community too. And you won't find a cheaper platform that's more active than ours. Plus you'll see a bunch of success stories. I'm also in there. I was in there this morning. But if you do sign up for manifest, if you want me to manifest your recipe for you or one-on-one coaching with me, then it's my gift to you. So you automatically go into the WhatsApp group and you don't have to pay monthly for it. Okay. But it's small. It's like what, $7? It's not a lot. Or is it $20? I don't fucking know. It's not a lot. That's all I know. For the level of support that you will get in that community. People charge, well, we were just looking at one today. People charge $350 for that shit. And that's a month, guys. That's not an annual thing. There's that part. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to get ready for the energy cord cutting. Okay. And then, and then we're going to do, what's it called? The photo method. Duh. Oh, unapologetically me. Of course your boyfriend was over for dinner. Why wouldn't he be over for dinner? Have you seen her fine ass? Unapologetically me is she's hilarious. It's all how you identify your SPs, guys. You have to remember that. Okay. I love you, Diamond. It's all how you identify your SPs. Okay. You can sit there and call them a situationship all you fucking want to, but if you want relationship, hey, Jimmy, guess what? Start calling them your girlfriend. Haley. Sorry. Start identifying them as your girlfriend. Haley. Excuse me. Or your boyfriend. Or your husband. Or your wife. Start identifying them as that. Start saying you have oh, Jennifer, God bless you for cleaning. That seems awful. There you go, Ellie. I try. I try to help you guys out and leave subtle fucking hints, okay? Subtle hints. All right. Before we do the cord cutting, all that shit, I'm going to introduce myself again because we have some new people here, okay? We always have new people because we're amazing. And buckle up, bitches, because if you're new here, we're an acquired taste around here, but here's the difference. We get what we want. We get it when we want it. Okay. I only teach realistic advice. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. Okay. I already know this sounds good to you. So click that follow button, subscribe button, wherever button you got. Okay. We give realistic advice around here. I do, at least. I teach you what works. I manifested my SP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. So I'm here to help you do the same. Okay, I have hundreds of testimonials of people that have gotten massive movements when nothing has worked for them in the past because I know what I'm doing. I done it. Okay, I don't teach on anything I have not done. I do not parrot information. I do not do any of that shit. I only teach on topics that I have successfully manifested myself, or in my opinion, you're not qualified to teach on something you haven't done, obviously. Okay, so and they're not bought and paid for testimonials either. They're all legit. I've only been teaching SPs for about 60 days, little maybe over that by now, only because you guys wanted to know how I did it. I used to do weight loss for manifestation. So since you guys want to know how I did it, this is what we do here. Because who the fuck doesn't find joy in getting people back together with the love of their lives? You know what I'm saying? Or healing marriages and keeping them together. There's no greater satisfaction. So if you are interested in, you want me to manifest your SP for you, you're interested in one-on-one coaching or text coaching, all links are in my bio. We also do have, I also do have personalized hypnosis recordings that I make for you. I also have some sleep meditations that you're able to get as well. We also have a WhatsApp community, so click the links in my bio or description if you're in YouTube. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of you. So head on over to my bio, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment on my video. Thank you very much. Because I want to help as many people understand it's about leveraging the law. It's not about following the law, because following the law is lame. That's totally lame. Nope, teddy bear, you cannot. Of course you can send me a message on TikTok. What's up, Matthew, bestie? So we're like a family around here. So if you decide you want to join in on the action, this is what we do here. We're like a family, okay? Brandy, a lot of people do both. A lot of people do both only because, that's right, Diamond, he paid you interest, bitch, interest. A lot of people will do both only so that they keep their self disciplined and in check, right? I just had somebody else that said the same thing. They're like, I'm about to do that because I want to make sure that I don't fuck it up. There we go. Yes, Jimmy, you can affirm for more than one person to get different results. Okay. Okay. I gotta go turn this fucking fan on in a second. Okay, so let's go ahead, and the technique we're about to do is called cord cutting. Okay, it's cutting the energetic, the negative energy between you and SP, or just the energy in general so that it's nice and clean. Thanks, Becky. So that it's nice and clean energy, fresh start, or look at it that way, okay? That you keep it nice and fresh. I did this with my SP, not my SP, my ex. Yeah, I did this with my ex. I was like, is that considered an SP? I don't think so. No. I did this with my ex. I hadn't talked to in 8 years. And within 72 hours, he contacted me. And he was like, hey, just thought about you. How you doing? I was like, so it works really, really quickly. It works very fast. We had somebody who messaged me that she was blocked and did the cord cutting. I think she did like 3 days. Did the cord cutting, and within 12 hours, like less than 24 hours later, no, it was 20 minutes, excuse me. 20 minutes she was blocked, did the cord cutting, unblocked, and got a text. Okay? So it works quickly. Very, very fast. All right, so that's what we're here to do for you now. All right, if you want to do this often or daily, you could do this with anybody that you're connected to, because we're all connected by energy. So anybody in your life, you could do this too. It works on anybody. Okay. But on my profile, there's a trilogy of 3 videos where I'm wearing a red shirt. I can't do that again, because you know what? Then everybody's gonna be like, which one? Which one? There's a trilogy of me wearing a red shirt, and it's the very first one of those videos. That is where I walk you through the same exact exercise. All right. All right. So get comfy. And I want you to just close your eyes. I want you to take 3 deep breaths in and out. And I want you to imagine that you're in a big, dark theater. There's no one there. You're alone. And you're sitting in a chair in the middle of this theater. And in front of you, there is a large stage. On this stage, there's a single beam of light, like a stage light, that goes from the top of the stage down to that goes from the ceiling of the theater to the middle of the stage. Now, I want you to start to stare into that light for just a moment. And as you begin to stare into that light, you start to realize that you're not alone. In fact, off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, you start to notice a shadowy figure. And as you shift your focus from the light to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is your SP. Now, I want you to call your SP, say their name, and call them into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. Now, as they start to walk into the center of the stage and into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice that there's a gold cord that runs from the middle of their third eye directly into your third eye. Now, I want you to ask your SP these 2 questions, and I want you to hear them respond. If you can hear their voice, great. If you cannot hear their voice, that's okay too. Ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time, they're not going to respond. I want you to look at your SP in his eyes. And I want you to tell your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that comes from your third eye. Do that now. And as the cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand. And I want you to grab the roots of that gold cord from your third eye. Just pull them out and toss them aside. Now, as the cord continues to fall to the floor, you start to notice that your SP starts to float away like a giant balloon. And as he floats away, he gets smaller and smaller and farther and farther and smaller and smaller and farther and farther and farther until they just disappear. Now I want you to take another deep breath in and out and open your eyes. All right, welcome back. Oh, I love you too, Matthew, and I hope you have a better month. If you need somebody to talk to, bestie, reach out. All right, so the way that works is, again, think about thought transmission. The way that works is that you will pop into their mind very, very fast. You'll pop into their mind. But this time when they think about you, they will think about you differently because there's a different energy shift. So when you do the photo method, it's not the same because they actually do feel something when it comes to the cord cutting. Okay, where they're not, it's not this, guys, okay? But they will feel a shift, like something's changed. And all of a sudden they think about you. And when this time, when they think about you, when you pop into their mind, they're thinking about you in a different way. No more built up animosity, no more all that shit. It's just like they just notice. They're not sure what it is, but just something is different, which causes them to contact you. Okay? All right. Now, take out, we do these two things. Clarissa, I just saw you try to call me bitch. So I will respond. So I want you to take out, Cammy, girlfriend, what is going on, sister? SP and you are feeling a little down. Change it in your mind, girlfriend. Change it in your mind. Change it now. Okay? You guys are not feeling a little down. You guys are great. Everything is great. Everything is fucking perfect. Okay? Everything in your life is perfect. Both of your lives together. Okay? All right, so we do these every single day on my lives, okay? I need to get you guys to start expecting something different from your SPs, start expecting contact from your SPs, okay? Starting to see them differently than how you've seen them in the past, okay? They cannot conform and do the things that you're affirming for if you don't see them as the version of them that would do that stuff for you, okay? So now you have your photos of your SP out. Okay, again, if you want to watch this video, I have a recording of this technique. It's on my profile. It's pinned to the top of my, I almost said Facebook. I haven't even been on Facebook in a while. It's pinned to the top of my TikTok profile. Okay, it's called I'm wearing a black tank top. It's got like 40,000 views on it. Okay, watch that, save that. Okay, okay. So I want you to go back in a time in your relationship. Usually it's in the beginning. Unless you're married, then it'll be your wedding day. But I want you to go back into a time in your relationship where everything was perfect. I mean, perfect. They were checking all the boxes. They were everything you've ever wanted. Zero complaints in the complaint department. I want you to remember that version of your SP right now. Spend about 20 seconds, and I want you to remember that version of your SP. I want you to remember who they were for you as a person, how they made you feel, how they treated you, just everything that made them your perfect person, the reason you want them back. Forget who they were 5 seconds ago. That version of them no longer exists. The only version of your SP from now on, from right now, moving forward, is your perfect person. The version of your SP that constantly that would never block you, that's constantly contacting you, that's always wanting to spend time with you, that cannot get enough of you, that needs to be near you and around you all the time, that wants to spend all their time with you, that wants to be with you, that wants to love you. That is your perfect person. That's who they are right now. The past doesn't matter. Who they were 5 seconds ago doesn't matter. That version's gone. The version that's in your reality right now is only your perfect person. So you're going to hold that image. You're going to hold that feeling of your perfect person, the one that's constantly showing up for you, the one that does all the things that you want and you never questioned. That's who they are right now. Now, if you are new here, this is not my favorite part. If you are new here, you're going to put on your crown. Okay? If you are not new here, then you're going to straighten your fucking crown. A lot of you need to straighten that shit right now. Because here we get what we want and we get it when we want it. RSPs do what we want them to do because this is our reality. So you're the boss of your reality. You're the one in control. When a king or queen gives a command, do they have to check, wonder, question, doubt if their command will be fulfilled? No, they don't. When a king and queen gives a command, they know and expect it to be done. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to question. All you have to know, all you have to do is expect and know that they will contact you. They can't stop contacting you. They cannot get enough of you. They're obsessed with you. That's all you have to know. And if you're persisting in your perfect boyfriend, if you just did what I said and brought back the version of your SP that was all those things in your relationship, then they will contact you. Do you understand? Okay, so if you are in no contact or you're in contact, but it is, Phoenix, I'll answer your question after this, okay? If you're in contact or if you're in no contact or you're in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to command that they contact you right now. You can say contact, text, call, doesn't matter. However they would naturally contact you is how they will, okay? So you're going to look at their photo while I pause this live and go to the bathroom. And you're going to look at them and you're going to say, if you're alone, say it out loud, say it with a little conviction. If you're not alone, say it in your mind because you don't want to look like a wacko, okay? You're going to look at their photo and in your mind or out loud, you're going to say, you're texting me right now. You are texting me right now. You are texting me right now, okay? Now, if you're in consistent contact, you have two options. You can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can tell them they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. Bitch. Don't say bitch. Now, if you are in if you're in a friendship, situationship, relationship, all the ships, then you have choices. You can tell them they're coming to see you today. Haley. You can say they're coming to see you today. They're contacting you right now. You can tell them they're bringing you dinner tonight. They're cooking you dinner tonight. They're rubbing your feet tonight. They're giving you sexy time tonight. They're buying you flowers today. Whatever it is that you want them to do, okay? You can tell them to do that. Have fun with it, okay? So you are going to right now, in this moment, tell them what to do. But you're not going to check. You're not going to question. You're releasing all checking, questioning, doubting, worries, all of that. You're dropping the resistance right now. You have everything to gain. Drop that resistance right now. And just know that your command will be fulfilled. There's nothing to check. Okay? So right now, I want you to put your crown better be on, bitches. I want you to give your commands and expect them to contact you. And we're back. Oh, good Lord. My hair is on fire today. Which this is how it looks when it's dry, with the exception of this. It's almost grown out, guys. It's almost grown out. But when it's wet, it's like crimply. Okay, can I please have advice on not reacting when, oh yeah, Phoenix, I'll get to you in a second. Okay, so you can use this photo method real quick on anything, anybody as well, right? This is where you leverage the law. So you can use this on anybody, including gutter trash, and you can tell her she's going away. You've gone away. You've actually moved on. You've gone away. Okay. You can use this on your children. You can use this on your SP. You can say, I highly recommend you guys say every night, look at his picture and say, we're getting back together right now. By the way, we're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. And I tell you guys, you can say because I said so at the end. When you say because I said so, it's very uplifting. Go ahead, try it out right now. Say something and then say because I said so at the end of it. Thanks, Kim Fines girl. Because when you say because I said so at the end, something shifts inside of you. It's an empowering statement. Okay, so like as soon as you say because I said so, you're like, it's damn fucking right. You're damn right because I said so. Thank you, Kim Fines sister. Okay, so things like that. All right? Okay, so Phoenix, my dude. Or chick, no, you're a woman. Can I please have advice on not reacting when I have to see him via child contact while he is at Gutter Trash's house? Yes. So this is, I have somebody else doing this too. Okay, I have somebody else that has to deal with the same thing. But what you can do is start telling yourself, start being the better person. Okay? Start being the better person. There's no need to argue. There's no need to use your child as a pawn. There's no need to do any of that shit. There's no need to react to gutter trash either. For what? For what? Bitch, get on my, you should be looking at her like, bitch, get on my level. You should go to that house every day with confidence. Confidence, because remember, you have to see him. Why? Child contact. You don't think she's jealous of you? 1,000% she is. Because you have a child with him. Okay? Remind yourself of that. Be like, no, that's my man. Period. So I'm going to charm him when I see him. Remind him of the woman that I am. Remind him, right? Because remember, he has his own assumption of you too. So what assumption do you want him to have of you? That you're jealous, that you're envious, that you're crazy? No. So instead, you need to be the right person. You need to be the bigger person and look at them. Hey, Tracy, sister. And then look at them and be like, and then look at her like, yeah. I don't think so. That's how I look at him. It's just my personality. It's just my personality. Yes, Haley, he does have the gold cord. Your SP does have, she does have the gold cord in her head when she floats away. Okay, so that's what you have to remember. So be the bigger person. Show him what is missing every day. And you know what? I'd make sure I'd be making sure I'm looking extra hot when I go over there to do the child exchange. Yeah. Looking all fine and shit. That's what I would do. That's just my personality. Show him what he's missing. Yasmina, if you mention the blocked feature one more fucking time. Yes. All of this works even when you're blocked. Block is a circumstance. You understand? Blocked is a circumstance that you're creating, that you're holding it in place. If you don't want to be blocked anymore, then stop acknowledging that you're being blocked. And be like, absolutely not. I told you, somebody did the photo method and was blocked. 20 minutes later, got a text from her SP. Do you want to talk to your SP, or do you give a shit if he unblocks you? Because your SP can unblock you today and never fucking talk to you again. Or would you rather say, I don't even give a shit about social media like that. I'd rather have him slide into my fucking text. I'd rather have him come see me than worry about being blocked on his shit. Yes, Nesp, you can. You can demand that you can absolutely use a photo method and say your affirmations to him and say, you're obsessed with me and you show me nothing but affection. You're the most affectionate man in the world when it comes to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Taylor, everyone's paranoid about. We went away for 3 days on TikTok. Everyone's paranoid now. I get it. Because me too. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're solid. Okay. We are so good because I'm manifesting that shit. And I think I found the problem too. Anyway, look at that. You see there? Why you guys want to sit there and be like, does this work? The mirror just got a double text. That's right. Double text. It's going to turn into triple text. That's going to turn to quadruple text. That's right. Jenny, you want me to not text him at all until we do the manifest for me? Yeah, Nadine, I don't want you to text him at all, period. Period. This is not okay, I'm going to have Jen do the manifest for me and then I have carte blanche to text. No, you do not. You do not. Because I want you to look at it this way. Every text you attempt to send this man is forced into 3D. So every time you text him, he goes further and further and further away. Because you're chasing him. It's a repellent. It's a repellent. Literally, guys will tell you this. Have you ever heard a guy tell you that? Where they like to do the chasing? Guys will tell you this. Yeah. So let him chase you. Put yourself on that pedestal, Nadine. He's not a celebrity, you are. No one's above you in your house. You need to see yourself as that bad bitch, the one that he desires, the one that he's obsessed with, the one that he wants to be with, period. And I don't need to text him at all. At all. And then when he contacts you, we're going to have, when he contacts you, Nadine, you're not going to reply because you will send me that text first. And then you're going to copy my reply and paste it into the fucking text. That's what you're going to do. You can't be trusted right now, Nadine. You cannot be trusted, bitch. Flashy, remove her face from your mind. In fact, if you can't remove your face from her mind, just visualize her face and throwing a fucking axe. Yeah. Do that. Axe throwing. It's therapeutic, according to people. I want to go to one of those rage rooms. I've always wanted to go to one of those rage rooms. I was like, can we bring pictures? Are we allowed to bring photos? Just have them all there. Just have them all there and be like, yeah. Just saying. Just saying. Look at you, Diamond. Just recruited a new follower. I love you, bitch. Hey, Christina. Yeah, gutter trash is not something you should worry about 24/7 at all. At all. That's right. Keep gutter trash and sanitation. Say in a situation, he says, we're done, or something like that. How should we respond verbally? Not everything requires a response, Lisa. Not everything requires a response, because what are you going to respond? No, we're not. Or okay. No, that's not okay. And I'm not going to argue about it, and I'm not going to do any of that because it's forcing the 3D. Not everything requires a response. So if he wants to sit there and say, because I saw your response, bitch. There was a wee bit of force in the 3D. Okay? Remember, anything that comes out of your mouth, even by text, is a command to them. You're trying to tell him what to do. And whenever you do that, they pull back. But the minute you don't tell them what to do, because here you tell them what to do, then they do it. I don't give a shit if he says we're done. Done with what? You're done with work? Because we're not done, bitch. I don't think so. You're obsessed with me. You want to be with me forever. You can't imagine your life without me in it. You want to be with me forever. You think I am perfect. We have the perfect relationship and you know it. Yeah, that's the conversation I'm going to have. Versus we're done. That's so cute. I'll tell you when we're done. And we're not. Okay, so basically what you said in your reply should have been here. Not here, or here. So it has to be done in your fucking mind. In your mind. You don't have to respond. You think I'm gonna sit there and respond to something I don't want to hear? No. For what? For what? Nope. In fact, I'll probably delete that message. Delete. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. But I don't want to keep staring at that message, right? I don't want to keep staring at that message, so let me just delete that shit from my phone. Because the only thing he's done with is working. He ain't done with us, please. I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's again, Lisa, this is feedback, okay? Everything is feedback. Write that shit down and put that shit somewhere. Everything is feedback, okay? Because you literally have to sit there and be like, that's right, AJ. You have to sit there and understand that, okay, he said that. I didn't want to hear that. That's old version. So I'm going to persist in perfect boyfriend. I'm going to persist in perfect boyfriend, perfect relationship. We're great. We're fucking great. That's what I'm going to persist in. And then tomorrow he's going to text you again. And the more you'll persist in the fact that we're great, we're absolutely together, perfect boyfriend, best relationship, guess what? You will have the perfect boyfriend, best relationship. Hello. He will turn around like night and day. Tomorrow we'll be talking all lovey-dovey. Couldn't care less. And you aren't going to bring it up. Because perfect boyfriend. I'm loving all this. I'm loving all this transformation we're making here on my lives, guys. On my lives with my community, man, not only are y'all beautiful anyway, excuse me, not only are y'all beautiful, sexy as fuck, and handsome for the gentleman, but y'all gonna get fit too while you're at it. Y'all gonna lose some weight, eating whatever you want, all that stuff, to live a whole harmonious life. So then when they come full circle, then they're like, God damn. You're like, that's right. I've made a couple improvements. Oh, thanks, Diamond Girl. There's some kind of shades of brown that you can buy at this place called Target. My daughter has hundreds of dollars of makeup. The most expensive makeup I have is my eyeliner and my mascara. There's no shame in my game. Oh, I have primer too. I don't wear it unless I'm going to go out. This is my we're staying home look. But let's not pretend. When I go out, I don't put a shit ton of makeup on either. Therefore, when we go to bed and wake up, he's not like, what happened to you? Where did my girlfriend go? Right? He knows what he's getting. Okay. But, yeah, half of my eyeshadow that I use, I bought at the Dollar Tree. I have priorities. I'd much rather order pizza. But what are you scared about, teddy bear? What are you scared about? You're scared about getting exactly what you want? Is that what you're scared about? Getting exactly what you want? Don't be scared about that. Scared is an emotion. Okay, so here's the thing. Scared is not an emotion. Okay, it's a feeling within your body. Okay, same with nervous is not an emotion, it's a feeling. Anxiety, not an emotion, a feeling. Okay. So we end up putting labels on feelings, but not labels that we want that serve us a positive purpose. So instead of saying you're scared, you should be like, dude, I'm excited. Like, this is exciting for me. This is so exciting for me. Because excitement is also a feeling, not an emotion. Okay, those are different. So when we experience like butterflies in your stomach, right? There's multiple meanings that you can give that. There's multiple labels you can give that feeling. A lot of times we give the negative one, like, oh, I'm anxious, like I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm fearful, versus saying, no, this is exciting, I'm fucking thrilled. Because when you do that, then you change the meaning of that label, right? Because to be one that, benefits you. Okay, missed. What do you got here? Quick question. So I sometimes feel I need to cry, but to cry, I need to listen to a sad song that reminds me of him. Does that affect? Yes and no. And I'll tell you why it's a yes and no response. Because it isn't listening to a sad song. That's, to let out your emotion. That's not why. But it's the meaning that you're giving it. Okay. So if you feel like you want to cry and your inner conversations, right? Obviously something is leading you up to feeling like you want to cry. It's some kind of inner conversation you're having. Okay. So then you have the inner conversation that leads you to wanting to cry. So then you're over here like, well, I need to listen to this song because it's a sad song because it reminds me of him. Okay, so it all boils down to the inner conversations you're having around the connection between crying and sad song. Okay, so that's the only reason why it's a yes and no answer. Now, if you were just like thinking about how much you love him or whatever, and you want to cry, and then you're not thinking about it, you just put on a playlist and it has that song, then that's not affecting your manifestation. Okay, because the song itself is not affecting, it does not affect your manifestations. It's the meaning behind it or the thoughts behind the song. That it's your inner conversations around the song that are affecting your manifestation. Did that make sense? So pay attention the next time if you want to cry. First of all, what kind of thoughts are leading you to want to cry? Okay. And then, because it would be different if you were listening to a song, like let's say you were driving in the car and you heard a song and it triggered an emotion, right? That's different. That's different. That doesn't affect your manifestation, right? So it's like my bestie lost her husband when our daughters are best friends. They both grew up with no father. Okay. My daughter's father, by choice, her father passed away from brain cancer. And so, when she was very, very young. So there's a certain song that comes up, and when that song comes on the radio, she cries. But it's happy tears, right? It's happy tears. So if it's something like that, that's fine. But if you're seeking out a song because you're like, I have to cry because this song reminds me of him and it's a sad fucking song, then that's a problem, right? And then pay attention to why you're needing to cry. There's some kind of, like I said, if you heard a song and it caused an emotion from you, that's not the same as you wanting to cry. Is usually it's because there's thoughts leading up to you wanting to cry. It's not like you picked up the phone, got awful news, and then it triggered the emotion, right? But if you're sitting there and want to cry, then you need to check your thoughts that are leading up to that and change those thoughts. I'm not saying don't cry, because that's fucking stupid. Like, obviously you miss who you miss and you love this person, but check your thoughts leading up to that. Because if you have a problem, you have a problem. Yeah, Brandy, you'd be dead ass right about that one. We feel like Jen and the admins feel like they're herding cats at times. Ow. Look at that. Oh, I know you will, Nadine. I have no doubt, because one thing I do know is that when you get back in contact with your SP, that you will be willing, this is my assumption for you, that you would be willing 1000% to listen so that you can keep them. That I absolutely do believe when it comes to you, Nadine, is that as soon as he texts you, you're going to be like, holy shit, I am not screwing this shit up. So therapist Jen, how do I respond? Okay, great. And then what do I do next? Oh, she said not to do this. Okay, I'm not going to do that shit because I'm not going to screw it up. I have no doubt when it comes to you, Nadine. See, look at that, guys. Yesenia. Jen, you are manifesting for me. Can we have another call because there was movement already? Mm-hmm. No, we cannot, Yesenia. My job is done. I'm just kidding. Yes, we can. Just kidding. I don't give a damn. It's funny because my boyfriend gave me this look the other day when I was sitting at the kitchen table going through you guys' SP photos. Because think about it, like 90% of them were dudes, right? And so you can see him look and look up, and I'm like, he probably thinks I'm on like fucking Tinder. Swiping. He's like, who's she talking to? I was like, just a bunch of photos. Don't worry about me. I'm busy right now. Look at that. Jenny, SP just texted me after the photo method asking if I'm okay. Mm-hmm. It's not difficult, guys. It's not difficult. I can imagine your look, Jenny. Jenny, when you see that, you're like, I'm fine. Why? Because there's a couple reasons why your SP texted you that. It could have been from the photo method. It could have my guess is it's a combination of both for you. It's the cord cutting and the photo method, which is what triggered the response. Are you okay? Because you popped into his mind. But this time there was a shift in energy, right? So then he's like, is she okay? That's the best. That's the best. Because then you're like, I am now, bitch. I am now. I got a surprise like on one of my videos for my SP, and I didn't necessarily manifest it. Jackie, everything is a manifestation. Okay, so you're not manifesting like, could you imagine that, like, how many different things you'd have to affirm for to get all the shit? Like, that's why we don't do that. Okay, that's why we don't do that. That's why I said people be like, should I affirm that I'm unblocked? For fucking what? For what? When you can affirm contact instead, right? Because I don't want them to unblock me. Why don't you unblock me and shoot me a text, bitch? Okay, so yeah, so you got a surprise like on one of your videos from your SP. So if you're affirming that he's obsessed with you, that you're all he ever thinks about, that's him trying to get your attention. That's him trying to get your attention. He thought about you, crept your profile, liked your shit. Okay, so it's not like you're not necessarily focused on him liking my videos, because that's stupid to affirm, to be quite frank. Unless you're trying to be an influencer, then you can just affirm that everyone likes your videos. But when you're affirming for something else relating to SP, this is why you get different types. There's all kinds of different types of movement you guys can receive. There's like 100 different things that you can receive as movement, all kinds of things. And this is why I always say, that's right, Erica. That's right. People need that. Wallpapers. Who gives a fuck what they say? Yeah, it literally needs to be your guys' wallpaper. So then before you go to press reply, you're like, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Who gives a fuck what they say? You know what I'm saying? Terry assigned a different meaning. Do it now. Do it now. Okay? You're not being ignored. He's just busy. He's just busy. He would never dare ignore you. He cannot get enough of you. He needs to talk to you all day, every day. He's constantly communicating everything with me. He tells me everything. Change it now. Okay? Change it now. Perfect boyfriend only. And you will get 100% of the turnaround if you will persist in perfect boyfriend. Okay. M. White, the blonde. Can you help with getting someone to send funds? Yes, you can. Okay. So if you do so it depends on what you need funds for. Okay. So if you want someone specifically to send you funds, yeah, tell them you're sending me money. Okay. If you want people to send you money, then you just start telling yourself, like, everyone sends me money. Like, people just love giving me their money. They just love giving me their money. Money just comes to me from everywhere. That's right, Danielle. Don't do therapists. Therapists should be banned from society as a career. Relax. I didn't mean like banned. How can I get rid of my ex? I keep hearing old PTSD combos and it's interrupting my SP's affirmations. How can I get rid of my ex? I keep hearing old PTSD combos. Oh, so I'm guessing it's manifest that you are in contact with your ex. Not anymore. You could look at his photo and be like, you're leaving me alone. You literally don't even like me anymore. You're leaving me alone. Like, you can literally look at his photo and tell him that. Like, no, he completely is leaving me alone. Like, he's gone away. You've gone away. You've gone away. Or stop talking to him. Calls, denied. Text message, undelivered. Okay, you need to understand that. Okay? You have a choice. Okay? It is. I hope you guys are seeing all this. Silence is golden. Like, it's called the serpent's tongue for a reason. Okay? They call the serpent's tongue for a reason, because you say too fucking much. You say too much. You feel like you have to have the last word for everything. No, conversations have to dead at some point in time. So you need to be like, I'm not going to fucking, there's nothing to respond to. There's nothing to respond to. It's hard. It could be hard, but who gives a shit? Who cares? Because this is a standard you're setting for yourself. Okay, look at it like what therapists would tell you to do. Set boundaries, right? You're setting boundaries, but not verbally to your SP and being like, you're violating my boundaries. Like you're not, you're not doing that. But look at it like you have your own set of boundaries. I have my own boundaries. First of all, you're never going to fucking disrespect me in my own goddamn house. So if you come across as any type of way as disrespectful, I'm not even going to it does not even warrant a response. I'll talk to you again when you come correct. Period. I'm not going to respond to what? That's a boundary in your mind, because you have a level of self-respect. Every time you verbalize, you take your self-respect down a notch. Okay? Because look at it like you're stooping to his level. You're matching energies. You can't do that. You can't do that. You're not going to stoop to his level. I'm not going to no. Disrespect? I don't think so. I'll talk to you when you fucking text me with a better attitude. Thank you very much. And so then I'm going to persist in perfect boyfriend, best relationship. He is so in love with me. My God, he's so in love with me. He has to text me all day, every day. He cannot get enough of me. And next time, old little version rears his nasty little head again. You're like, okay, well, I guess this conversation's over right now. Verbally. But in here, perfect boyfriend, best relationship, perfect boyfriend, best relationship. I'll talk to you soon, honey. And you'll come back with a different attitude. I don't need to tell you that shit at all. For what? For what? Don't need to do that. That's right, Terry. They actually did this whole thing where they showed a beautician went to the Dollar Tree and took like top expensive products and showed you the main ingredients, right? And showed you that these are the ones you can get at the Dollar Tree. You know, there's that. So some comment caused me to spiral. Hey, Tommy. Okay. Young stun pearl. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. Young. We'll call you Young. Precious, how do I get my it's not an X, it's your SP. Okay, how do I get my SP back? Is there a chance? There's a chance if you decide there is. Okay. You can manifest your SP back all day long, any day of the week. Any day of the week. Okay? That doesn't matter. Okay, so no, John, I am not AI. I think that's very flattering, actually. But no, John, I am not AI. I am not AI. Trust me, my people know that. Period. But it's flattering, though, because, you know, AI be making people look hot. But anyway, so you can manifest your SP back, but the main thing is you need to see how you see them. Okay? You have to control how you fucking see them. What part of this don't you guys understand? You'll be like, but do I need to? No, not everything needs to be a revision, guys. Not everything needs to be a revision. What you need to do is fucking breathe and relax. Okay? So you're persisting in perfect boyfriend. Okay? Perfect boyfriend, best relationship. Perfect girlfriend, best, perfect SP, best relationship. You're persisting in that. Something rears its ugly head that shows you the opposite? No, I don't think so. Bye. I don't give a fuck. Okay? And so that's how that needs to be your mentality is I have standards and you'll conform to those standards. And I'm going to persist until you do exactly how I want you to be. And I don't care what shows up. I don't care what version I get today. I don't give a shit. I will persist. I will persist. I will persist. I will persist until it's perfect. And then when it's perfect, I will persist after that too, so it stays perfect. Because this is my reality, and I ain't letting nobody come into my reality and tell me what my shit is. I'm not about to sit there and listen to you tell me everything I don't want to hear. No, this is feedback. So somewhere I am in my mind focusing on the wrong shit, or wavering, or reacting over and over and over again. You can't do that. Start now. Start now. This is not hard to start now and say, I'm done. I want you all to do this. I want you all now to say, I'm done. Unless you're in a relationship, I am done. I'm not playing games anymore with my own goddamn mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get it now. I don't wait for shit. So you know what? I'm going to get very impatient with myself. And because I'm impatient, I'm going to push myself. I am going to push myself to not waver, to not react, to persist in the version of ISP that I want, and only that version. And I will not stop until they show up exactly that way. And you know what? I'll keep the conversation going. But the minute you get out of line, I don't think so. Because this is my fucking reality. And I don't need to react. I don't need to say what's on my mind. I don't need the last fucking word, because I'll always, always have the last word. I will always have the final say so. In here. In there. I literally cried to you guys yesterday on live because I give a shit about you, and told you guys to stop letting people take the one thing that you're in control of, and that's your mind. Somebody can come and take everything from you. They can come and take everything you own from you, but the one thing that they can't take is your mind. So stop giving it away. Stop giving your thoughts away. You listening to what the fuck they say, unless it's exactly what you want to hear. I don't think so, bitch. Who are you talking to like that? I don't think so. Perfect boyfriend, perfect husband, perfect wife, period. And I'm going to discipline myself, and I'm going to do things differently, because I will always have the last word. I will always have the final say so, and I will always be in control. And I'm going to prove it to myself every fucking day. Every day. No one is going to take my thoughts away from me ever, ever again. Stop letting them take your thoughts from you. Stop letting them tell you what their shit is, so that it now has to become your shit. No, it does not. I don't care what they've been through in their life. It does not have to impact yours. It does not have to impact your relationship. Because remember, they all have exes. They all have history. And it's based on their assumptions. They're also spiritually asleep. So they're going to talk to you about it. They're going to tell you certain things. That's all feedback for you. You need to reject in your mind anything you don't like. I have commitment issues, not with me. Yeah, you can't commit to anybody but me. What does that mean? Well, I have fear of abandonment issues. Okay, well, not with me. What's that got to do with my relationship? That has nothing to do with my relationship. It has nothing to do between me and you. In fact, you only feel safe and secure when we're together. Change it in your mind. Whatever they said about their history, whatever they said, stop letting it impact your relationship. Stop letting it taint how you're looking at that person, because you're making excuses for them over and over and over again to protect yourself, but it's hurting you. It's not protecting shit. All it does is momentarily protect your feelings. That's all it does. But it's not actually helping you. It's not helping you. So stop it. All it does is hurt you in the long haul, because you guys want commitment. You guys want something from your SP, and you're frustrated and sad and upset that they're not giving you what you want, because you are taking what they told you and letting it impact your relationship. So they literally can't commit to you. They can't, because you're viewing that as a problem, because that's what they said. And somehow that has anything to do with your relationship. No, the fuck it doesn't. Oh, you can't be in a committed relationship? Yeah, with anyone but me, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about. You need to maintain control of your mind. That's my second lecture for you today. And you're lucky I'm not going to yell at you too much. I yelled at you a little bit, but we watered it down. We're evolving around here until the next time you piss me off, which is probably later today, to be quite frank. You can't help yourselves. You guys can't help yourselves. Okay. Or you could be like Lacey, who says, hey, my girl, I don't know what you've been doing, but her SP unblocked her. Why y'all so worried about the blocked feature? So, the blocked button. It's not hard to get somebody to unblock your ass. You understand that. It's not hard at all to get somebody to unblock you. Well, I mean, it's not hard for me to get someone to unblock you. What you need to know what the next steps are. Well, Lacey, nothing changes on your side. Okay, nothing changes on your side. You're going to stay your path. Perfect boyfriend. And do the affirmations I gave you. But thank you for letting me know that you've been unblocked. Because can you send me a texty with that to remind me? Because I need to move to the next step with your SP. Okay. And I mean, I moved to all steps anyway, but now I need to have more firm chat with, the next steps. Okay. Thank you so much. I love how one of my clients said that I have one of my clients said that they what do they say? Oh yeah, she goes, it's so weird, they're like robots. I said, I know, and that's the fun part. We just have to give them the right program. That's all you have to do. You need to look at your SPs like little puppy dogs that need to be trained, right? Or like, let's take my friend's bunny rabbit. Okay, he's fucking so cute, and he has the big floppy fucking ears. It's so cute. He's a giant acid rabbit. But anyway, what do you do when you get a new animal? You have to train it, right? You have to train it. Your SP is no different. So typically you're training it to eat where it needs to eat, right? And to go to the bathroom where it needs to go to the bathroom. But what happens every time they go to the bathroom, not where they're supposed to go? You have to pick them back up and put them back in their bathroom area, right? They make a mess with their food. What do you have to do? You have to train them where their food is, okay? Over and over and over again until they do it. You don't just sit there and be like, well, I tried. Fuck it, pee all over the house. Who gives a shit? No, you don't. Do you? No. You'll put it, if you have to put that little bunny rabbit on his little pee pad 55,000 times in a day, that's what you're going to do. Your SP is no different. It's no different than persisting in only what you want. Yeah, James. There's a lot of women that's how you need to look at it. Like, girl, I got options. Because James is a beautiful soul. A beautiful soul. A beautiful man. He's handsome, ladies. Too bad he's taken, but he's handsome. And that's what you guys have to remember. You guys are always, don't worry about that, Gail and Buddy. For what? For what? You don't need to see if he's viewing your story. You don't. Do I have to tell you guys? Actually, just Nikki, I am going to have a podcast. Oh yes, we're having a podcast, by the way. Carrie, guess what it's going to be called? Queen Energy. And if one of you fucking come out with a podcast name like that, I will hunt you down. I'm constantly looking to see. Yeah, so Gail, here's what you have to remember is, okay, so me and my boyfriend do not even follow each other on social media on any platforms at all. On any platforms at all. We don't follow each other. I don't give a shit. I don't care at all. You need to not care. Y'all needs to not give a shit about social media at all. Okay. Don't look to see if they're viewing your stories, because Gail, you have to look at it this way: is would you be looking to see if he looked at your stories if you were together? No. So why are you doing it now? You don't need to. You don't need to. Okay. None of you should be doing any of the shit now that you would not do. All right, Sabrina, sister, I think I just saw it. I don't know what the obsession is with social media. I'm only on social media. Well, we know why. Other than that, I haven't been on Facebook in a while. I'm going to revamp that group, but I'm not sure if I want that shit. Yeah. Erica, it's a good podcast name. What the fuck are you doing? Manifest that shit. It's the name of the podcast. Manifest that shit. Nina, you can change your affirmations with your SP. If you're friends and you've been in contact, you can move to the next step. Okay. But first of all, stop fucking talking about you being friends. We do not want to be friend zoned. Okay. But you can move to the next step and drop an affirmation if it's an expectation of yours now. So if you know that you're in contact and you're not sitting there questioning, am I going to talk to him today? Am I going to hear from him today? If you're still asking yourself that, or you're not sure if you're going to hear from him today, or if you send him a text and he doesn't respond for 4 hours and you're over here like, when's he going to respond? You can't drop the affirmation. Okay. Because you still aren't sure. But if you have no questions, if you wake up and you just know you're going to hear from him today, you're not checking shit and you don't care if it's been 6 hours since he's responded because you know he's going to respond. Yes, you could drop the affirmation and move on to the next step. Okay. And add in the next step. So it's like, if you're saying, I like to keep the obsession one. He is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. Great. So now you're in contact, right? But you're not in a relationship. So if you're spending time together all the time too, if you're spending consistent time together, cool. And you're not questioning again if you're going to see him, then you say, okay, cool. Then it could be something like, he's so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. I'm the love of his life. Or he wants to live with me. Okay. So you add the next step. Okay. But do not drop one until it is a known fact for you. Okay. Erica, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that they say that to. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, that's how you check your thoughts. Check your thoughts that way, guys. They get out of line. What the fuck am I doing? Jeez. Well, they're not looking at you like you're crazy like they looked at Sarah Anna the other day when she was having a firm talking to her SP in the park photo. People were looking at her because she didn't even realize that. And then an old lady came up to her and said, you tell him, girl. You tell him. Those are the best. Those are the best. I've had people be on my lives or listening to something of mine when their SP walks in and they're like, okay, I got a jet in 2 seconds. If I have a call coming up with somebody, if you're on this live, give me 2 seconds. Okay, 2 minutes. Yeah. So should we do our affirmations step by step? Do I understand right? Not directly for marriage. Yeah, Carol, if you're nowhere near marriage, do not live in the end of marriage. I've had people that have been living in the end of marriage for years until they found me. And they weren't seeing any movement at all. Then when they dropped the living in the end of marriage and started manifesting back in steps, then they started seeing movement much, much faster when nothing else was working. Because if you're in no contact, living in the end of marriage is quite difficult. especially when your 3D shows the complete opposite, right? So therefore, okay, it's Elena, okay. Lisa, don't I have your fucking picture of your SP? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've got so many pictures, so I sent it again. But I'm pretty sure I already have a picture of your SP. I've been talking to that motherfucker. So, yeah, I got it. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. But you don't manifest. We want to kill all the birds with one stone with what's going to be faster for you. Okay, so we don't want to sit there and manifest one step at a time. Ain't no one got time for that shit. Okay, so it's like if you're a no contact, then you want to say the affirmations that I literally just said. So therefore, the first 3 are designed for contact. The second, then it's constantly spending time together, and then it's them also wanting to do anything to be in a relationship with you, because we want those assumptions being created at the same time that you're working on contact. So then that's what speeds everything up, because now you're in contact, but you've already been creating the assumptions of spending time with you all the time. Right, and all that stuff, and being in a relationship with you. So therefore, he starts to conform very fast because those assumptions have already started to be created. Okay, so that's what I would do. All right. There you go. She's out dogging. All right, guys. I love you. Again, if you're interested in having me manifest for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me, all links are in the bio. If you have any questions, my DMs are open to you. Join our WhatsApp community so that we can go ahead and get your shit right and tight, okay? And have perfect, Carol. Then we'll work together on it, okay? So that we can get you moving with your SP, okay? I need to get you guys moving. Yes, Sarah, I will, and persist in perfect husband only. I told you, don't react to the turnaround, bitch. Don't react to the turnaround. Persist. Okay? Bring back the person that showed up and called you whatever your nickname was and told you that he loves you and all that. Bring that version back. Do it now. Okay? All right. I love you, besties. And I will see you all tomorrow or in the WhatsApp group, whatever. All right? Love you. Bye, guys.